And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years. Success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense. Picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he starts right now.
The give from the gun.
Pull it out, Prez Lamb.
Stopped at the 31-yard line.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Yeah.
This crowd bringing the...
Man, what happened? Oh, you did that.
I did.
I was trying to see my camera. That shit wouldn't work, though. She was broke. It just shoot up. I don't know what that bitch must be super broke. I wonder why I was doing that, though. That's weird. Why that mud like, oh, that's crazy. It's like it's broke. I think when my son did this, he messed this mud up. This mud didn't work. I'm gonna put trash. It just look up. That's so crazy. Where is that actually broke? I want to see if it worked, but.
And noise early. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last. You know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor is in. Courage to green and white on third down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Still running at the 35. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll run it from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Collier. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Caught near the sticks. It's Grove. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Blue Devils are marching down the field. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to power it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dive up from here. They'll run it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Smith wants to throw. Bring in the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to set up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Clock will stop with his timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
And the Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, we just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Throws to the back. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Smith dropping to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slimmed down back at the 43. quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's broke. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game.
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Smith wants to throw. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Spartans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Blue Devils are flying down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.